I'm probably gonna do this every time. I don't know, but I just want to say it's there. I don't think I have to say it because you've probably already seen it in the other ones. Whatever. Okay. Oh my God, Kara. Okay, so chapter 18. Okay, so after the Civil War, the U.S. entered this full throttle era of industrial growth. So stuff like steam, steel, railroads, big factories, stuff like that, and everything changed. Not just how people worked, but how they lived and where they lived and who they were. So cities exploded. An example of that is Chicago. They went from something like 30,000 people in the mid 1800s to more than 1.5 million by the 1900s. That's a lot. Why railroads, meatpacking factories, immigrants and Americans moving in from farms, where they played a big role in that population growth spurts. All that infrastructure lets goods, people, ideas, and opportunities move faster than ever. The railroads weren't just trains. They created new markets, forced better management, needed tons of capital, demand legal innovations, like how corporations worked, and they pulled people into wage labor. The dream of farming your own land started to fade for many. As working for factories became like the norm. Okay. Technology changed life too. Okay, think like the electric lights, power generators, the idea of factories running around the clock, elevators, and even subways, with Edison's labs and innovations. Plus better communication. Life started shaping around machines and speed. Immigration was huge. Oh my gosh, I have hiccups, sorry. Immigration was huge. Between 1870 through 1920, millions of people came from Eastern and Southern Europe, Asia, etc. Many worked in factories, lived in crowded neighborhoods, but also brought their languages, culture, clubs, newspapers, things like that. Cities grew bigger and more diverse, but it also got a little messy because all these people, talking about from different cultures, all that blah blah blah, immigrants, all that stuff. So with the huge growth came big problems like urban slums, poor sanitation, political machines that were partly corrupt but also provided real help to immigrants and poor people. Oh shoot, I lost my place. Okay. Many people were worried with what was happening to the values of society and the old ways, down south, the New South was a mixed story. There was more industry, factories and textiles, furniture, tobacco. Railroads got built, but racial inequality, segregation, Jim Crow laws, and white supremacy remained strong, of course. For Black Americans, economic opportunity was often limited by law and tradition. So while things changed, many old problems stayed very visible. Culture was shifting too. Gender norms, religion, leisure, things people used to think of as private or static started changing too. Women got more educated, public roads, reform work, entertainment, electric lights, phonographs, motion pictures. People were consuming more goods, more culture. The mass media and industry were creating a new shared culture. By the turn of the 20th century, industry life had remade the country. The modes of working, the social structures, the economic rules, everything looked different. There was comfort, innovation, wealth, but also inequality, dislocation, struggle. Americans were living in a rapidly modernizing world, and one way or another, they were all being forced to adapt.